Good evening, everybody. We are so glad to have you. Welcome to Real People, Real Stories, where we interview and talk to people just like you and me about a groundbreaking technology that really does help with our health and well-being. The ASEA redox signaling is the flagship product. It really does, it does what it says it's going to do. It replaces the redox signaling molecules in our, which is what we need to help communicate, and it helps to detect, repair, and replace bad cells and helps the good cells communicate. And we're glad to have you here, Kathleen Oliveri, here in Mississippi, and where I teach at Mississippi State University. I was introduced to this product 4.5, 5 years ago, and I've never looked back. It's a great product and it's done wonderful things for our health. Now, when we talk to you tonight, we are not trying to diagnose, treat, or cure any disease or illness. We're just talking about our personal experiences. I would like to introduce you to Dr. Barbie Phillips, who will introduce our guest today. And so I'm going to turn it over to you, Dr. Barbie.
Thanks, Kathleen. As she said, my name is Dr. Barbie Phillips, and I am coming to you from Oklahoma. I've been a chiropractic physician for people and animals for 25 years, and I was introduced to this technology by Kathleen, and I'm so excited that she brought this to my life. It has definitely made a difference for me, my pets, also my excuse me, my clients and my furry clients. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce Miss Kathleen tonight, or Miss Tammi Gates. Excuse me. And we would love to hear, Tammi, how you were introduced to ASEA and what your life was like before it, and then how it's been since you've been on your journey. So I'm going to let you take it away.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. It's a real honor to be here with you guys. And I'd love to just share my screen and a little slideshow that I prepared if you want me to do that. Otherwise, I can just tell our story.
Sure. I'm not sure I know how to do that, but I will be happy to do that. Share. Let's see here.
Well, it says the host has disabled screen sharing, so maybe we'll just move on.
Okay.
It's good.
Wondering if there's any. Kathleen, do you have the ability to tell me how to help her share?
Oh, we can go. It's okay.
You ready? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Take it away, girl.
Tell my story as it is. So,
okay.
Chuck and I are from Montana, which is, as you guys all know, very Northwest USA. And Montana is really rural, has just about 1 million people. It takes 18 hours to drive from the east to the west. We have more cows than people here, and that's not even an exaggeration. Let me see, I have 1 year of college and university, and I was raised to have really good work ethics so I could get good raises and promotions and build my resume. So I met Chuck in college in 1976. We've been married 45 years. And he, when we got married, I started to try and build his resume, right? Telling him, you could do this, you could get a promotion by having this job, then you could build your resume and get a better job. And I remember it clearly. He said, "Oh, no, Tammi, that's not how it's going to work for us. Working Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 is never going to realize our hopes and dreams." And so it was really Chuck who began dabbling in network marketing companies. I think He's counted maybe 20 network marketing companies he had gotten involved in. And I kept trying to build my resume, get better jobs, and I had found myself out of a job. And so my routine in the morning was to read the newspaper and look the help wanted ads. And he was involved with a network marketing company at the time. And I kept telling him, well, Chuck, I could do this job. It would only take me away from our kids and our family and our house this many hours a week, or things like that. And I'll remember it clearly. He pounded his fist on the table and he said, dang it, Tammy, if you would just throw your hat in here with me, you'll never have to work another day in your life. So he went to work that day. And this was 1997, I believe. And when he went to work, I went to the photocopy shop and started photocopying all of his documents with that company. And then I made copies of cassettes, and I thought, you know what, I'll throw my hat in here with him, but how long could this possibly last anyway? He's been involved in so many companies. Well, we went on to have 18 years of success in that company, earning 5 figures a month. And it wasn't because I got involved. It wasn't my skills. It was joining together our skills. And so we like to say that he would find them and I'd figure out a way to wind them. And so I began to get better and better with techie things. And if you know my husband, Chuck, he doesn't know a stranger. And so we believed in the products that we were marketing with that company so strongly that we really felt everybody we met needed to be on them. But then the corporate executives began to make bad decisions. And they began to put people in leadership who did not have experience running big companies. And our bonus checks plummeted to the point where they were less than our mortgage. And so we were scared. 2009, 2 nights before Christmas at 9 o'clock at night, Denny Robinson, our sponsor, phoned us to invite us to look at ASEA because she knew we had experience with network marketing and success. But here's what she didn't know. Because of the bad decisions that corporate had made with that company, we had 17 credit cards that were maxed out to the tippy top. We had a terrible credit rating. I don't know how those two things even mesh, a bad credit rating and 17 credit cards, or maybe it was the 17 cards that caused the bad credit rating. We had 0 retirement plan. We were in our 50s. We hadn't paid our IRS income taxes in a few years, so it was hard to sleep at night. Because we had success with that company, we had built a new 5,000 square foot home. Well, that home was in danger of being foreclosed on now. And so when Denny called us, I had to go in my office and search through all 17 credit cards to find enough money to get started in ASEA. Luckily, all I had to look for was $40. And so I was able to find it. And then Denny sent us free product. A few weeks later, our original founder, Vertus Norton, heard about our background in network marketing, and he phoned us. And we'll never forget the call. It was just a game changer. He said, so I hear you're going to take a look at my little company. And we went to visit ASEA, and I had heard in the industry industry, sometimes if you have experience, that companies would pay you bridge money in order to make that gap between what you used to do and working with their company. And I told Chuck, I said, we're going to go get bridge money because we were so desperate and scared. Well, that's not exactly how ASEA operates, but Vertus put his arm around me, and like a grandfather, he said, Tammy, we're going to take care of you here at ASEA, I promise. And so we didn't get bridge money. We actually were terminated by our former company. So even that little bit of income dried up, and we had to sign a non-compete with them, or they would sue us. And that meant that we couldn't talk to any of our former associates or distributors from that company and bring them over to ASEA. We literally started at the ground level, like every single one of us has done. And we just began telling everyone we came near to about ASEA. And we, through a lot of hard work, we began to win trips and prizes and we began to make memories, and we have made a lot of lifelong friends in ASEA. We have helped so many people with our product, our game-changing product. Then came stages and microphones, and I think one of our biggest paybacks is helping other people too, helping other people to succeed and get what they want. I like to joke a lot when I get my giving statement from our church. Our number always has a comma in it, but the fun thing about it is that it has 3 numbers in front of the comma. So we annually give multiple 6 figures to our church and to other charitable things that are on our heart. But I think our greatest wealth is our health right now. I'm seeing pictures of folks who are our same age that we were in that former company with. I'm seeing them on social media, and you guys, anti-aging is a real thing with redox signaling. It is amazing. And so through it all, Barbie, we've learned how to spot a good network marketing company, and ASEA fits all 5 of our non-negotiables. And that is, our first one is, the company has got to have corporate executives that know what they're doing, that have ran large businesses in and out of the network marketing industry. And we have that. One of our second non-negotiables is the comp plan. A weekly comp plan. If someone has a bill due next Friday, I can show them how to offset it or pay it with some good hard work. One of our other non-negotiables is timing. It's not true that you should jump into a company if they're a startup. Now, we did with ASEA, we didn't know about these non-negotiables, but because of the other 4 non-negotiables, the timing that it was a startup mattered less. But for sure, a non-negotiable is making sure that the foundation has been built in the network marketing company. Another checkbox that we tick is training and support. And that should be one of your guys's biggest advantages when you're talking to a prospect, is the training and support that has been built here at ASEA. You don't have to create your own Facebook groups. You don't have to create your own tools and videos. It's solid, and it's been built, and it's trusted and tried. And the 5th
Tammy, we're having a little internet connection. There you go. Okay, the fifth non-negotiable, start
Oh,
there.
I'm sorry,
You
is,
froze up on the screen.
okay, the fifth non-negotiable is competition. You can't get redox signaling molecules anywhere else on the planet. And I'm watching the CBD companies very closely that are in network marketing. Some of them are struggling because there's so much competition. You know, you can buy CBD in the corners down the street. And I'm watching the Bitcoin network marketing companies. You can buy Bitcoin everywhere. Avon just filed Chapter 11 because of some things like competition and products and things like that. So it's a real plus that we don't have any competition. And so, you know, you're never too old to set a new goal or to dream a new dream. And I love what Vertus Norton had told us years ago. And he says that success starts in the mind. And you can pull from your successes in the past, but don't allow yourself to imagine anything but big success in your future. And you guys have everything it takes, including the perfect company to run with. So take out all the stops and run as fast as you can.
That's awesome. So Tammy, how long ago did you start with ASEA? How many years has it been?
15. This year is 15.
Wow. Wow. And you came to the table with network marketing experience, which was great. You
Yes.
came with a desire, obviously, for financial gain too. What experience personally have you and your husband had with the ASEA products? Can you share a little bit about that?
Yes, I had broke my back in 2004 in a snowmobile accident. And we picked me up and dusted me off and went to the chiropractor, and he's who found it. And, you know, after a while, I stopped hurting, but I did not stop sleeping well at night. I mean, I did stop sleeping well at night. I couldn't find a comfortable position to lay in. One day I woke up and I spoke to my bed and I told it, I said, I don't know how I'm going to meet up with you for the next 365 nights for the next 30, 40, 50 years, however long I have. I just could not imagine sleeping well and being old. And so we started on that first free case of ASEA that Danny sent us. And I had a couple of nice things happen for me. My heels used to crack and bleed. They'd get so dry. Just by drinking ASEA, that went away in that first case. I got to throw away my cheater glasses that I had begun to need and rely on. So my eyesight improved. Nothing happened with my back in that first case. In fact, it was 11 months into the burn before I went to bed one night as broken down as ever and woke up the next morning fixed. And it's never been back. Interestingly enough, because we wanted the molecules in our body, understood the science, loved corporate, we started building a business. And before I ever got my miracle, we had earned $47,000.
Wow.
So, you know, you don't have to always have an overnight product result to have a success.
Yeah, that's great, Tammy. So what would you say, just kind of as some final encouragement to somebody that might be listening, that's maybe looking at a business prospect or someone who's just looking at utilizing molecules to improve their cellular health? What final comments would you like to add?
You know, I'm hearing a lot, Barbie, people are saying, should I sign them up as a customer first and let them get a product experience and then sign them up as an associate? And I really think we need to just lay it out and let them make the decision.
Okay.
And so I use what I call the 3-category close. And so I just tell people, I use the phrase most people because everyone wants to be like most people. So I say, at this point, I find that most people fall into one of three categories. The first category is that they want these molecules in their body and they'd like to become my customer. The second category is they know other people who could be helped with these products and they might like to build a team and earn an income. And the third category is they just need more information. And so then I ask them, which category do you fall into? And they're going to just give you your next steps.
That's great. That is great. Well, thank you so much for your time. And I hope that your evening wraps up really good for you.
Thank you.
If we have a couple minutes, if anyone has a question for Tammi, we've just got a minimal time. But if anyone wants to unmute or show yourself on camera, we'd like to open it up for questions for Tammi.
Sure.
And then again, we might have a shy group tonight.
Hey, I've got a question for Tammi.
Sure. Hi, Tammi.
Hey, it's good to see you. So you were saying that you didn't get to pull any of your people from your old networking. That was a bad thing. So when you said you just went out and talked to more people, there wasn't a whole lot of people you're taking in Montana. How did you do that? How did you get out and get into more people?
We made a list. We made as long of a list as we could. And Chuck has taught me how to prioritize the people on a list to look. It's an acronym called PEARLS. So it's people, entrepreneurs, achievers, athletes, people with lots of resources, and leaders. And so we would just put one of those letters by their name. And the people with the most letters were our top people.
And just kept going.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyone else that has a question for Tammi? All right, well, we are going to wrap up, and just a reminder, these are recorded. They will be posted on our Creation Chiropractic YouTube channel. And if you have more questions, you certainly can reach out to us at Creation Chiropractic. And we would love to answer questions about these molecules and how they can assist with your health and healing from the inside out, or just a great wellness program. We will be meeting again in 2 weeks on September 3rd, where we will interview another guest and hear about their story on how redox has changed their life. Until then, I'd like to say good night to everyone, and another thank you to Tammi for being on here, and thanks for everyone joining us. Take care.
All righty. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you.